Welcome back, Aquarius. Welcome back to your Cosmic Dialect Tarot reading. This will be a tarot reading for the 11th house of Aquarius. Aquarius, you could be a Sun Aquarius, a Rising Aquarius, a Moon Aquarius, a North Node Aquarius, wherever Aquarius falls in your chart. You are welcome to watch this reading. If we have cross watchers in here, watching for an Aquarius that they're into, please be respectful and know that cross-watching is welcomed on my channel, but if you take it to a stalking, inappropriate level, that's not acceptable, okay? Whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help us God. Trusted angels, trusted ancestors, trusted spirits, and trusted guides, please protect me as I do this tarot reading for the sign of Aquarius, and make sure that the people watching this reading on the other side of my digital screen feel protected as well. I pre-shuffled my decks already, Aquarius, so let's get into it. Okay. Let's set these upside down. All right, Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius? Aquarius, if it doesn't hit, if this is not your message, watch your moon sign or your rising or something else, okay? I don't want you to get upset about a message that's not for you. I don't want you to manifest things in your life that aren't for you, okay? Aquarius, what's going on with Aquarius? Aquarius, what's going on with Aquarius? Eight of Wands. Fast movement. Something that feels unstoppable. Something that feels unstoppable. Something that is inspiring. You could be inspiring someone with like just how you are, how you're acting. You are being this way, or you are wanting to be this way. Something about fast-moving action that is incredibly passionate, go-getting, inspiring, awe-inspiring, eye-catching, hard to ignore. This is you, or you are watching it. Something about this. Let's get more. Could be messages, also technology stuff, but let's see what else comes out. What else comes out with this? Oh, I thought here's the love stuff. In your pre-shuffle, Aquarius, you had a lot of love stuff coming in. You had Two of Cups coming in. You had the Nine of Cups coming in. You had the Queen of Cups coming. You had a lot of cup stuff coming in your pre-shuffle. You could be dealing with a water sign or having your own chart. That was in your pre-shuffle. I didn't really want to mention it because sometimes my pre-shuffles are totally different than what comes out in your reading. But I'm just going to go ahead and say it because it's right here, right now. Okay, so we have a Nine of Cups, a Seven of Cups, and a Temperance. You're being very quiet. You're trying to remain chill as something makes you very happy. You're trying to remain chill as something makes you very excited. Your options are still open. You're not like fully sold on something yet. You're not like, okay, that's the person I want to be with, or that's the job I want to go for. But like you think that you might know, like you think you have a strong suspicion that something's for you, and that you not only like are turned on by it, you like are inspired by it. It also confuses you a little bit. Would you kind of like it though? You kind of like that because it gets like your you know, it makes you think. It makes you think. And whatever happens when you're doing that, you you enjoy the thought process that you encounter as you try to decode whatever this is. I hope that makes sense. You like it because, you know, sometimes when we try to decode things or make sense out of things, it's stressful. It doesn't make sense. You're like, I don't know. I don't get it. But this, every time you're left, even if you don't quite get an answer, you're still left with like, I like it though. I like them though. I like this though. I don't know why. And I'm feeling calm. As I'm in an Eight of Wands, which is like, you're still interested. You want to know more. I don't know. Let's see. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, heavily, a Scorpio, or Cancer. Okay? Or have that in your own chart. Nine of Swords. Do you have somebody in your life that's like making you second guess this person or job or place or thing that's making you inspired, happy? It could be, okay, why am I getting like, okay, I'm not like, you could be in your late 20s, 30s, 40s, I don't know, but it's giving like, you know, when you're younger and you get excited about something that your parents they did not have in mind for you at all. They wanted you to be a lawyer. They wanted you to be like a doctor, a teacher or something. Oh, sorry. I usually burp during my like tells. I never usually yawn, so this could be an old tale. This is an old tale. You're like, yeah. Move past it. I already know. I'll get there. Okay, forgive me. I've turned into an old lady. You're upset that somebody doesn't acknowledge this about you or accept this about you. You're upset that someone is not acknowledging or accepting something you love to do, something you want to do, something you want to become. It's making you feel upset, potentially confused, but you're remaining calm. Okay. What else? We had a lot of love stuff coming in your pre-shuffle. Almost called you Sag. You could be dealing with one. It's here in the reading as well. Could be dealing with one or have it in your own chart. Or not. If it's not, if what I say doesn't apply, just toss it out and forget about it. Why Nine of Swords? What is Aquarius upset about? Why is somebody giving Aquarius a bad time about what they're excited about? They're happy about something. They're calm about something. They're excited about their future. They're inspired about something. What's causing the Nine of Swords? What's causing the Nine of Swords? What's causing the stress, anxiety? That's a lot. Too many. Let's do the other deck. All right. Aquarius, what's causing this Nine of Swords for you to make you feel like upset or like unwelcomed or unappreciated or like not accepted? Maybe it feels like more so within your family. Feels like more so within your family. Like your friends love you, but like your High Priestess, upright. Okay, as much as this is hurting you, you don't give a fuck. Okay, and also if you don't like cussing and stuff, I cuss a lot. I don't really have much of a filter. I have a dirty mouth, so I might not be the reader for you if you're offended easily. Okay, I just want to say that because I care for my viewers. I don't want to offend anybody. Okay, that being said, let's move on. You are a High Priestess that doesn't really care about how they're making you feel. Like, you do care, but you are grown enough maybe you've been putting up with this for a long time. You've been putting up with their, like, well, I was going to say adversity, and then adaptability came in. So, like, you're adapting to their adversity that you've been putting up with for years or for a long ass time. You are adapting to adversity you've been putting up for a very long time, and it's turned you into a fucking high priestess. You could have heavy Pisces in your chart, or you're dealing with one. Here's all that water. We got Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio over here. And heavy Sag with some Gemini. Having in your chart dealing with what? Ooh. Okay, here we go. Page of Swords upside down. Lies. Okay. Yeah. You could have a family. I don't know why family shit's coming through so much for you. Okay, it doesn't have to be family. It could have been like friends that you viewed as family, that you like grew up with, that you trusted with like your secrets, that you trusted, like that you thought would accept you no matter what. And as you grew into adulthood, as you guys, gals, he, she, thems, all split up into your own whatever, even though you thought maybe you'd stick together forever, you all split apart, whatever. And they're being Page of Swords upside down. They have no truth coming out of their mouth. They are lying. And you know they're doing this. High Priestess up above. My Page of Sword upside down, and then a 9 of Sword here. You're aware of people talking shit about you. Like, you know they are. And it's people that you know, and people that actually claim to like fuck with you. Like friends, people you grew up with, something like that. Like if you'd see them in a grocery store, or run into them on the street, or sit next to them on the bus or the BART, or like in a class, or at work, or whatever you do, they're going to pretend like it's all good. But like what they're saying, you know they're saying something. You know it. Also, you can't really be bothered by it too much because it seems like you're in love or something. Okay, I feel like this love thing is gonna come out more. You have a crush on someone, or someone has a crush on you. It could be a water sign. A water sign could have the hots for you, or you have the hots for a water sign, or vice versa, or you just have heavy water in your chart. I don't know. Or a fire sign, or like specifically Sag. Okay, Aquarius. Give us more information, please. Give us more information, please. Here it comes with this Ace of Cups. Here's that big WAP energy. And I'm not saying that to be sexual. I'm just saying that's what Ace of Cups is like. Overflowing, intuitive gut goes that like bring you manifestation powers. Everyone's appreciating it. Everybody wants to fill their cup up off that fountain and enjoy it together. And then you know, and there's 3 of Cups with it. So you have homies that like ride and die for you. Like this came out for the last sign, which was Sag. You could have Sag in your chart, or you're dealing with one. You have ride or die homies that love the shit out of you. So whoever's talking shit about you, who the hell is doing that? And it doesn't have to be that. It could just be maybe your own. Maybe you're being insecure about something right now. Maybe you're undergoing a transformation in job, identity, love, breaking up with somebody, leaving a family system. Something has made you feel a little confused and a little apprehensive to like go into the next phase of your life and like fully embody it and be like, yes, this is what I'm doing. Like, fuck all the bullshit. This is what I'm doing. Even though like you do come off that way, people view you, they view you that way. But, and you are celebrated that way. People are like, yes, you are. 3 of Cups, High Priestess, Ace of Cups person. But there's something here that is like, you feel like there's some lies being spread about you, and it's making you feel hurt. I want to know more about that. Who is saying these things that are lies? What is this lying? What are these things that are hurtful that are being said about Aquarius? What is hurting Aquarius? What is that? Okay, what is that? You do have people that love you and ride for you, though, okay? If that helps, I hope it does. Not everybody has that. But like you're like, maybe you're like well, how do I say that? Like you have a lot of charisma. You're used to being like, I don't want to say the popular one. That sounds like weird. But like you are, though. Like people love you. And I don't know, maybe you've stepped into a new job title or a new workplace, or you left school, you entered a new university, you moved towns. You still have the people that love you, support you, and that know you're the shit, that know you're a psychic, like truth-telling, intuitive person. But like there's something going on here where you might not feel the same support network that you did feel before. And it's making you feel like a little tail in between the legs, like a little insecure, a little like you're second guessing yourself, which you shouldn't, because you're gonna be fine. And while you do this, you're not being viewed as like weird. Also, I don't know why that needs to be said. If you're like having a moment, even like visibly out, like not like behind closed doors, like walking around, like taking a break, at work even, or in class, or whatever it is that you're doing, while you're in your head, people don't view you as like, wow, they look weird. Like, what are they dealing with? They look sad. That looks depressing. They must be going through a lot. No. People actually are not thinking that. You're really good at, you have a poker face or something, and it's believable. I'm not saying that like you're doing it on purpose to confuse people, but like you might not know that you might not realize how much people don't, how much you're, well, how do I say this in a few ways? Who you are at a soul level, not everybody perceives it correctly. And by that, I mean, if you are going through a hard time, some people might just see you as like your normal, like shiny high priestess, Ace of Cup ass self, and they might not know anything's going on at all. That's the majority of people. If people know you really well, they may sense something's wrong, but you still have a bunch of charisma and you're very chill about it with the Temperance card here. And also, there's something about them having a lot of things going on too that they're dealing with, and they may be comparing what they're doing or what they're going through to what you're going through. And so there's this like weird back and forth thing happening that kind of like creates this like confusion, like fog cloud thing that makes it, well, I don't know if I'd call it easier or harder. It just makes it like no one's gonna pinpoint each other that correctly when there's that happening, if that makes sense. I'm not saying you're doing that, but something about that is happening, and it's actually kind of helpful because I almost get that you are in like a vulnerable state, but you're, I don't want to say you're used to being like the alpha or whatever, but like you have a role that you like to uphold, and you do a really good job at it. And you know that you are somebody that has intuitive gifts, that is, you know, you have intuitive gifts. You also like to celebrate, okay? You like to have a good time. Sometimes people might get the wrong idea about you and think that that means that you're like not that way. Maybe that's what you're insecure about. Like, especially stepping into a new environment, maybe you're more apt to going to certain parties or like letting loose and trying to relax and not, and like trying to acclimate to a new environment or a new job or new friend group. And you're afraid that people are not viewing you as you truly are, because they actually aren't really viewing you in your correct, you know, intimate personality way that you truly are. They're experiencing you at like a party, or like how you are outside when you're, you know, maybe, I'm not saying you smoke cigarettes, but, you know, outside enjoying a cigarette, or outside talking to your friend as they enjoy one, or at a bar having a drink, or playing pool. Maybe you don't drink, or like whatever it is, make sense out of it. It's your own story. If it doesn't hit, don't make it fit. But I think you can make sense out of it, Aquarius. Okay, so let's get more, please. You might feel like people misinterpret you as you're just trying to like learn your new environment or like acclimate to something new because you're trying to expand your horizons. I'm not saying the people around you don't know how to do that, but you feel like kind of like the big dog, whether you're masculine or feminine, and like you're used to being that person, but there's some energy that's like making you feel like either insecure or extra watched, and you don't like it. And you don't like it. The Lovers. Here is this love stuff. I swear to God, Aquarius, there's something going on in your life to do with love stuff. Okay, here's the Lovers card. Okay, what is this? Did you have to leave a relationship and that's why are you stuck in your head about a love thing that you had to leave behind, and now it's making you feel kind of like weird? Maybe you're scared to flirt with certain people. Maybe well, not scared. You could be nervous to like you know, you could be a very loyal person and you don't want to even flirt, even though maybe you're single, or you and your person are taking a break. You could be even worried to like flirt with someone or even like talk to an attractive person because you don't want that to get back to your ex, even though you guys aren't even seeing each other anymore. It's like maybe, and you know, it's like, okay, Aquarius, I don't know why, Aquarius, you seem incredibly loyal and you're very worried. You might have a lot of, you might have more air in your chart than just Aquarius, or you have a lot of Scorpio in there, or a lot of Virgo, Capricorn. You could have a lot of Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, maybe Leo in your chart, or you're dealing with one. It's just, I'm trying to think of like a combination that would, yeah. You could be worried about what your ex is doing as well. Like if you are going through a breakup and you are like trying to like go have fun and like reintroduce yourself back into the world, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could just be like you're trying to like acclimate to a new space if you move somewhere else, or if you're going through a breakup, you're trying to date other people, but you're like, you are in love with your person, they're in love with you, you guys are thinking about each other, you're both hurt, you're hurt, someone's hurt, they're in a Nine of Swords. You guys both know this is happening. You guys could both you could have telepathy, like you could telepathically communicate with that person. They could be a Pisces or a Sagittarius or a Gemini. Okay, your person could be, or a Cancer, or you have that in your own chart. You guys could just like not even have to text each other, even now that you're broken up or taking a break, but you know, you just miss each other. But there's something about this split up that you need to do, or you feel like you need to do for some reason. Maybe it was toxic. I don't know. You know your relationship or whatever you went through, not me. Where are we at? We're at 23. We're at 2340. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like I said, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or having your own chart. Oh my God, 6 of Cups. Look at these cards. It's like, ooh, lovey, lovey, love, lovey, lovey, love stuff, lovey, lovey, love stuff, lovey, lovey, love stuff. Or you know what, Aquarius, it could also be you like trying to acclimate to a new environment, move past something, and you actually are going to be meeting somebody that you're going to be falling in love with, and it's going to change everything. If everything I just mentioned doesn't apply to you, you could be strap on your moon boots, baby, because you could be like in for the ride of your life pretty soon in a good way. Maybe you feel that in your gut as well. You could feel that in your tummy, that like something's going to change in a good way. You might know that person too with the 6 of Cups. It could be somebody that you have passed with, that you're like, oh my gosh, like I can't get them out of my head. They can't get you out of their head either, it seems like. Something about that is like very significant, Aquarius. Again, with that Scorpio energy and the Gemini energy and the Sag energy. Oh my gosh. Three of Swords. You guys are heartbroken by each other. What did you do to each other? Who did this to what? Who? Who did this to who? Ace of Cup. Even though you guys hurt each other, you guys are still like obsessed with each other, or they're obsessed with you. You guys did something to each other that was very hurtful. Ooh. And it doesn't have to be romance. It could be friends. The Star card, Aquarius, here you are. And look, if it's not romance, Aquarius, if you're single and you're happy single and you're like, I don't deal with anybody, I'm good. That person was a scumbag. This reading does not apply to me at all. Well, first of all, check out your moon and your rising and your other placements. But also, this could be about you like finding a new friend group that you like love, that you're like, where have you guys been my whole life? I'm like, where the heck have you guys been my whole life? Could be something like that. Hold on, I got cards on the ground. Okay, we have we got a Queen of Swords upside down and a Five of Wands. Oh boy. Let's get one more. Okay, so we have a liar that caused heartbreak, that was jealous of you or in conflict with you, that was a fellow air sign. Doesn't have to be. They saw you were a healed person. They saw that you were a star person. They saw that you were an enlightened star child, like celestial, cosmic, star warrior, star seed, angel person. Okay, put it where you see fit. I know there's a lot going on with what I just said, but you have a Queen of Swords upside down here. This is a liar. This is a conniving, psychopathic lady who, okay, trying to think of like a movie role that we could, that would make sense to people. Okay, so you know when in the movie Mean Girls, okay, when Katie, her name's Katie, we know when Katie, it's Lohan's character, when she turns really bitchy after she, you know, like acclimates to her surroundings and she turns really bitchy. Yeah, I would say, yeah, Queen of Wands, but it's almost Queen of Swords upside down, because she goes around doing horrible things, like horrible, mean things. Yeah. Lying, causing pain, like stealing someone's boy. Somebody could have stolen your man or stolen your girl. It could have been some like Jerry Springer shit, like on that vibe. Or like told a bunch of lies to your friend group that put you in that Nine of Swords through the text messages and the technology shit that's here in the beginning. Let's circle back to the beginning. We are already at 2808. Okay, so your friend group, the Three of Cups, Ace of Cups, the people that love you, that you know, Six of Cups, they love you no matter what. But there's something that was said about you. Okay, so we're kind of skirting into another arena here. If something was said about you, it was complete lies, and it hurt you very badly. Aquarius, I could be speaking about you. I could be speaking about to your cross watcher. So place it where you see fit. You're the master of your story. It caused a lot of conflict. It caused a lot of conflict between people that love each other like unconditionally. And we're dealing with High Priestess people. We have a Three of Swords, we have a Page of Swords upside down, and now we have a Five of Wands and a Nine of Swords. That's a lot of conflict, a lot of lies, a lot of gossip, a lot of mean girl activities within a friend group, within two people that love each other unconditionally. With messages, confusion. Seven of Cups is here. Things that would confuse people, things that could seem convincible, believable. People could have been scared to speak up because whoever told the lies is intense, convincing, kind of scary. And maybe they like were able to embody traits that you have to like you know, because the High Priestess here with the Page of Swords upside down below it, the Three of Cups and the Ace of, and then Nine of Swords. Maybe you watched this like slow motion, like weird transformation of like you having to take a back seat as some crazy person lied on you, told people you love that trusted you, that are like your best friends or your boyfriend or your family members, whatever, like the most horrendous lies or just exaggerations of the truth. Maybe some of it was true and believable. And that's why it got so difficult to deal with, because people actually believed it. But you were a star person still. You still were able to heal and remain a celestial, like starseed person that could care less about the dumb human stuff that people do on the earth plane that doesn't concern you. You'd rather float around with no clothes on and jump from multiverse to multiverse and get ready for your travels to the next, I don't know, infinite universe that involves special alien people like you, and not bother with this weird stuff. And you wish that your cool friends would come along with you. But if they're going to believe lies like this, and you're like, well, so be it, sayonara. Oof, Ace of Swords upside down. Did we have that already? Ace of Swords upside down. Lies, dude. Lies. They lied on you bad. Like, there was a lot of lies here. I got to cut it off, Aquarius. Nine of Pentacles. Lies about an Ace of Wands. Lies about somebody that is a stable, trustworthy, dependable person that is a badass, that knows how to be along. Knows how to be along. Be along. Well, you can go along by yourself. You don't really need a crew to make you feel cool, to make you feel welcomed. Like, yeah, it's cool to have friends. It's great. But, like, if they're going to believe lies about you, which I guess some might still be, like, on this weird, like, that movie Mean Girls keeps coming in. Like some weird, cliquey high school vibes when everyone's, like, grown-ass adults, which feels really embarrassing for them, if I'm quite honest. You can't be bothered. You're a star person. You can't be bothered. You're a high priestess, star, temperance, angel person that knows about lies. That's very, very, you are not codependent. You don't need other people to help you. You make your own money. You pay your own bills. You might live alone. You might be signal. You might be signal. You might be a signal, or like have connections to like alien, I don't know, okay, like place where you see figure the master of your story. But like, okay, all that aside, you could like have some very intense 5D connections to like extraterrestrials, or have had contact, or something along those lines. Okay, I'm being told to not say too much about that on YouTube. You are an Ace of Wands. You are the shit. And you know that, but I don't know. There's something about you that kind of doesn't know that. Okay, Princess of Wands upside down. You feel like you maybe lost a little bit of your sparkle because of these lies. I'm going to tell you right now that you didn't. If anything, it's been helpful for you to kind of trim the fat of these losers that don't belong in your mission. And they, sorry, battery. But they don't belong in your mission, and you're better off without them. And if they come back, if they want to rekindle your friendship, then awesome. If not, Aquarius, so be it. And you'll be fine, because you seem really strong and super badass. And you have a lot of things to, like, not worry about, but, like, you have a lot of things to do that doesn't involve, like, gossipy, weird, like, high school bullshit activities that are breaking your heart with lying crazy people. When you're a star person that's an Ace of Cup and a high priestess, a temperance, you're an angel person with higher knowing, highly intuitive, clairvoyant abilities. You don't have time for the lies and the gossip, high school drama. You're a grown-ass adult. Yeah, no. Okay? Aquarius, that's your reading. If you would please, 3535, if you would please like and subscribe to my channel, I would really, really appreciate that, Aquarius. And then until next time, Aquarius, I love you guys so much. Thank you for coming back. All right? Good night.